I know who I'm talking to, especially Arlie. Welcome back. This is cool. Well, first of all, what have these first few practices been like? Of course, when you got a lot of girls who play club ball, so there's not a lot of rust to shake off. But how do you feel right now?
We feel good going into it. We, after last year and last season, and with everything we had to go through with COVID and everything, we needed to do something just to, get the spirits of the girls back up. So we started off our season with a midnight practice. We practiced at 12:01 on Sunday night, Monday morning, and just had fun. Scrimmaged a little bit and did this and that. Yesterday was a short practice because of how hot it was, and then today we just got started, and girls are looking good. We're a little bit low on numbers this year, but the ones that are here to improve and get better, and we're excited to get the season started.
And although low on numbers, you have a great addition here. Now, Arlie, now you had that run-up swing, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I slapped.
I was about to say, and you have a slap hitter, I believe, number 2 in your lineup, I think. How much have you kind of worked with her on something that you've been doing all your life?
I think my senior year it really helped for her, both of us. It was a learning experience, and then she had a lot more years to build on it, and I'm excited to see her grow this year.
And kind of what's it like putting the black and gold on, being a part of the team again?
I definitely missed it, and it's a good group of girls to come to, and they want to work hard and win, so it fits with my mentality too.
And third place in the SEC last year. You guys went down to a solid Savannah team. I think it showed in the postseason. So, how do you feel about coming into this year, especially with just so much development over this last year?
We lost 3-4 seniors, but our core group is back. We have a lot of, girls in key spots that are returning, especially on our infield. We are solid 100% on the infield this year. When you return your pitcher and catcher, you got to think you're pretty solid. So shortstop's back, second baseman's back, pitcher catcher, center fielder's back, third baseman's back. So we're looking to have a pretty good season this year.
And one more question, which is once again having Arlie here. She's a slap hitter. She's a catcher. She how is she going to help out with the coaching staff this year?
One of the reasons I brought her in, because catching is not my forte. She caught for me for 4 years. She knows what she's doing. It's been one of those things that I've gone 4 years with one catcher, 4 years with another catcher. So having her with that ability to be able to work with the catchers and be able to concentrate on the other stuff is just huge. And bringing someone in that knows your program, I think, is the other thing, because she knows our drills. She knows when I get mad at them, and how to help them out and how to communicate back and forth between us. I think is a big thing for her.
And one more question, which is you guys. You're among the elite, but every year you always say, we got a chance to be at the top of the heap. How do you feel about this season? Do you think it's one of those things where you can take a conference championship?
We look to be in the top 1 or 2 or 3 in conference, I'm sure. The girls are going to have to go out and compete every day. But we don't just look at conference. We're looking at our district this year, and our district is one of the toughest in the state. You throw Kirksville into it, and Savannah. Chillicothe is going to be really, really tough this year. So, and then you bring in Macon that comes over to our area to play in districts. So, unless we get put in a different district, our goal is to be in the top of our district, not just conference this year.
Absolutely. Well, no, that's all I got. First of all, what's it like to be back, especially coming off of I think you guys got third place in the MEC last year. Of course, faced a really good Savannah team there. Yeah. But what's it like coming back with pretty much the whole crew back?
It's pretty nice. It feels good. I'm glad that everyone's healthy for the most part. We have a few out for quarantine that should be back. I think this year's going to be a lot better with COVID-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
And how do you feel coming back? Of course, you were coming off a pretty good season last year, a few dingers yourself there. How do you feel coming back? But it's your senior year, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think you're kind of at your peak as far as this level? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I've worked pretty hard to get where I'm at, and it's kind of all leading up to this point. So I'm excited, and I'm eager to get some games played and the season started. So. And
softball, a lot of it is about chemistry. What's it like coming back? How much easier is that going to make at least your work in the infield there? How much easier is it going to make it when you're throwing to players that you've been throwing to for a few years now?
It's awesome. I've played on travel teams where I don't know a lot of people. You can tell it's a lot different. It's a lot easier to throw to someone that you know and someone that you've played with all these years. So I'm excited. It's going to be good.
And comparative to last year, of course, now you've been through 4 first practices. How do you think this team stacks up against the rest?
I think we're going to hold our own, honestly. We did pretty good last year, and I think that we have a lot of talent on this team, and I mean, nowhere to go but up, so I think we're going to do pretty good.
And one more question, which is, you're facing some of the best teams in Northwest Missouri. Let's make no bones about it, at least according to the playoff records, right? What's it like being a part of that kind of elite kind of conference where any team can win any night? What's that like playing in that?
It's kind of nerve-wracking, but I mean, it's what makes softball kind of fun. Like, the anticipation, like you play good teams, you play bad teams, just put it out on the field, you know?
All right. Well, no, that's all I got. Oh, one more question, which is, what have these first few days of practice been like?
Pretty good. A lot of hustling, a lot of work. It's pretty nice. It's nice to get back into the groove of things. It's cool.
All right. Well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
And it's been a while. And, hold on, let me make a couple of adjustments here. There we go. And I know who I'm talking to. First of all, what's it like now? It's only your junior year, is that right?
Yes.
Of course, going from a freshman, you've been on this team as a senior, at the varsity level since a freshman. But what's this year like for you, coming in here an upperclassman?
Yeah, it's really exciting. We have healthy players, lots of talent, and no COVID, so it's really exciting.
Absolute fingers crossed, right? And how have these first few days of practice been? Of course, this is a team where you're coming back with a squad that didn't lose a lot of players from last year. What's it like coming back and keeping that chemistry with this squad?
Yeah, it's really fun. Practice is always intense and exciting. It's always fun to come.
And as far as your development as a pitcher, being a junior, of course, you've seen the varsity level for 2 straight years. Kind of what was your thought process in preparing over the summer?
Lots of work, lots of days of practice, and just trying to get speed and spin and get better.
And when you've accomplished so much in your first 2 years, kind of what are some of your goals for this year?
A lot more strikeouts than I've had, but I just really hope that I can do a lot more for the team. Easy ground balls for them and easy outs.
And as far as offensive, just keep the bat swinging, right?
Yes.
And one more question, which is once again about chemistry. Of course, you got the same infield basically that you had from last year. Maybe a couple of exceptions here and there, but how do you feel about having that kind of chemistry? Of course, they say a confident pitcher is a good pitcher, and a confident pitcher has a good set of girls right behind her. So, what do you think about that? Is that going to kind of raise your confidence level?
Yes, it's really nice to have an infield and an outfield. I mean, to know that if the ball's hit, they got it. I have an out.
And one more question, which is you guys play a tough conference every year. It is murderer's row. I mean, Savannah, I think, was a prime example of that. What's it like, going up against some of the best girls in Northwest Missouri game after game like this?
Yeah, it's really tough. You have to be on your game every single game. And I mean, it's a tough competition, but it's really fun and exciting to play.
All right. Well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.